Alright folks, welcome back to the shop. As usual, I got about 10 things on the go, but one of them is my generator. So I've put two other projects on hold because we're supposed to get a lot of rain and a lot of wind. And this generator has been a good generator. It's a Champion 4000 watt, 3000, right? It's only 120 volt, which was a screw up on my behalf because they didn't have any in stock and I bought a rain check. But that's okay. I don't have anything I absolutely have to run that's 120 volt, or that's 240 volt. Those will run my water pump and the blower on my furnace, and some lights. That's really the only thing I need in a power outage. So, a little history on this. I used it to run a welder before I had, good power out to my shop. And as you can see, it's a bit dusty. There's the model number if anyone's interested. 46551. But every time I've needed it since, because it's a year or two between usage, or even 6 months, really, that's all it takes, it won't start. So, rather than taking it apart and cleaning it, I converted it over to propane. So the biggest issue with these, or any small engine that sets for a long time, is the carburetor gets screwed up with old gas. So, to make this a little easier, I pulled the wheel off, and we'll put that back on in a few minutes. So here's the kit. Everyone's calling it a kit. It's really not a kit. It's just a replacement part, which is why it has no instructions. But you'll see these listed as kits, or you'll see people calling them kits. Really, what you have is a dual fuel carburetor, or it's actually, I think they call it a tri-fuel, because this apparatus, which is just a flow valve, is all this is. Little diaphragm in here. When you pull it over, the air going through will start the propane flow. You can switch it between natural gas and propane, and you can run the regular carburetor off gas. I'm not going to bother with the gas. I do have it hooked up just in case. So down here, there's a fuel valve. This is for your carburetor. So what this does when you turn it off or on, I haven't figured that part out yet, it actually drains the gas out of your carburetor. So you're not trying to run two fuels at once. So what you do, if you're running it with gas, is you would shut off your gas tank valve. You would open this to drain the gas. You would just hold this for a few seconds, and that'll let some propane flow to get it started. And then it runs on propane just like it run on gas. Now this is for this size engine. It's for a newer version of this that's dual fuel. And again, like I just said, that's why they don't come with instructions, because they're really not a kit. You don't get the hose with it. You got to buy that separate. You just get a replacement tri-fuel carburetor. No instructions, because it's a replacement part. They're assuming you're replacing an identical part. Anyway, we've got it on there. We've got a few more parts to put back on. I've got to put the wheel back on. Then we're going to hook it to a tank and see if it starts. Alright, so Jasmine's in the frame. Okay, so I haven't tried this yet. Remember, the generator itself has not ran in 3 years. There was gas in it, and it's completely empty now, so it's evaporated. The carburetor was all varnished up. So we're going to turn the choke on. Main switch is on. Okay, I'm just pressing the little button in the center of that valve, and I can hear fuel go. So I'll hold it for, that's about a second, 2 more seconds. Okay, I can smell propane now. More seconds, so that's 5 seconds. Alright, let's take the choke off. Jazzy, hush. Alright folks, sorry about that. I just had a customer stop in. Yeah, so it didn't want to start with the choke on. Didn't like that. But after I turned the choke off, within a pull or two, it fired right up. And it's been about 15 minutes. First pull it started without the choke. So I'm going to leave this set for, I don't know, the day anyway, and try it again. But as you can see, it ran the grinder, and grinders draw a fair bit of power. So yeah, this should be a good little system. Anyway, we'll do another video on it someday after I've got some use on it. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll check on the next video.